going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with my updated ZOODIAC deck profile for the June 12th, 2017 ban list. A lot of you guys have been requesting me for this deck profile ever since the announcement of the ban list, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. As of course guys, as I progress through the deck profile, I'll be explaining to you guys some of my card choices and the reason why I play them, and I'm just very happy that Norden is finally banned, and we also got the limitation of Terratop. So now, you know, that I believe that the deck will focus on playing the pure version. There's also different cards to replace Terratop, such cards as, you know, Predator, Plant, Orphis, Scorpio. But I'll explain to you guys all of that and all my card choices as I progress through the deck profile. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys smash the thumbs up button for more deck profiles, a new upcoming format, that would be absolutely amazing. A lot of you guys are probably thinking, Sam, how can you do the combo when Norden is banned? You know, since we don't have Fusion Substitute anymore. Don't worry guys, I will showcase you guys some combos that you guys can do. The deck is still really good, and I believe that this deck is going to be one of the best decks in the upcoming format aside from True Dragos and Dinosaurs. So without further ado, let's get started with the deck profile. Start with the monsters. You guys want to play double ZOODIAC Rapier. You guys know that Rapier is the best ZOODIAC monster in the deck, so double copy of Rat, no need for explanation there. Double ZOODIAC Thoroughblade. I believe that Thoroughblade definitely needs to be bumped up to 2, especially if you're playing the pure version. The fact that you're able to pitch cards like Rat and also cards like Whiptail or Ram to the graveyard to draw one card, to be able to see more of your trap cards. And Thoroughblade is also really good under Dimensional Barrier as well, because, you know, this card is essentially a 1600 beater under Dimensional Barrier. So double Thoroughblade is definitely the correct amount in my personal opinion. And, you know, you want to play triple ZOODIAC Whiptail. This card gives the attack boost on any ZOODIAC monster and also banishes any problematic monster you're facing. And last but not least, you want to play double ZOODIAC Ram to round off our ZOODIACs. And this card is the essential piece in the deck to be able to basically make your first turn Emerald and Dragon combo. And a lot of you guys are questioning, Sam, why don't you have English cards? Why are your cards German? Well, you know what? I do have English translation of the cards, but I just like the way that, you know, the German cards or more European print looks rather than the English version. I believe that Euro print always looks sexier for some reason. So next off for hand traps, you guys all know triple Ash Blossom. Very standard in the deck. A double Ghostwalker, and last but not least, the one Maxi to round off our main deck. Ghostwalker is a really good card overall, especially against cards like Diagram and also Heritage. You guys all know how powerful Ash Blossom is. The bigger the forehead, the better. Ash Blossom is just a really powerful card. Being able to negate cards like, you know, like Terraforming, being able to negate cards like Orphis Scorpio is really amazing. Especially decks that utilize Orphis Scorpio, they rely on Orphis Scorpio to go off, so you can immediately Ash Blossom the Orphis Scorpio. Their turn essentially just stops if they don't have another barrage to follow up for the Orphis Scorpio. So Ash Blossom is just a really good card in the next upcoming format. For yourselves, you guys want to play a standard triple ZOODIAC Barrage. I was waiting to do this deck profile because I was missing one Barrage all along, but you know what guys, I couldn't wait. A lot of you guys have been requesting for the profile, so I had to proxy the third Barrage. Triple Fire Formation 10 key. You want to see that Rat in your opening hand as quickly as possible, and this deck is really consistent. Back when you know, Zoos got hit in the OCG, they only had one 10 key, so you know, we're actually really fortunate to have this card as a 3 of. Next off, for the board wipes, I like to play double Dark Hole and one Regeki. I believe that the board wipes is really important in the next upcoming format. I believe that Zoo is still going to be the most powerful, you know, deck in the next upcoming format. And being able to clear boards so that way that you can combo off without having to worry about any interruption, such as Dryden, is really good. Next off, you know, double Cosmic Cyclone, really good against a True Draco matchup. If you kill the Rat, you know, when the Rat activates effect to dump a monster to the graveyard with cards like Ghost Ogre, okay, the only follow-up that they actually have in the deck is activating ZOODIAC Barrage. So if you have Cosmic Cyclone against, you know, the ZOODIAC Barrage, you're pretty much in a really good position. It's gonna be one of the best cards in the next upcoming format is Triple My Body's a Shield. This card is really amazing, especially against the True Draco and also against the Dryden. The fact that this card is really good is because it actually kills the monster, and that's why I sometimes believe that this card is really powerful and sometimes may actually be even better than Forbidden Chalice. But Chalice is also a really powerful card as well. But My Body as a Shield is essentially a Solemn Judgment, which is able to just negate any monster effect. Most of the time when your opponent are playing True Dracos, they're going to be triggering something to trap and a monster. So what you can do is that you can actually activate My Body on cards like Masterpiece to basically just wreck your opponent's Masterpiece. You can activate My Body's Shield to just get rid of the Dryden as a whole. And I believe that this card should be a 3 of in every ZOODIAC deck. So yeah, and last but not least, to run off our spells, you want to play double Forbidden Chalice. I love Forbidden Chalice. Card is really good as well. Killing the Masterpiece if the Masterpiece is unaffected by monsters and also traps, and also is really good during the damage step against Dryden, which is really amazing. So really good against Dinosaurs as well if they go Calamities. So you can basically negate their Calamities using cards like Forbidden Chalice. So that way that you can basically go off and combo off with your turn. So Chalice is just a really good card in the next upcoming format as well. So that's pretty much it for the main deck. And you guys are probably questioning why I don't play Kaijus. The reason why I decided to main deck Dark Hole and Regeki instead of the Kaijus is because I believe that Kaijus are only good going second. And you know what? You can brick with these cards going first, but that's only 3 cards that you're breaking in the deck. So you have, you know, 2 Dark Holes and Regeki. But as for Kaiju, you have 2 Slumbers and also 3 Kaijus, right? So that means that you have a higher chance of breaking into those kaijus in your first turn opening hand. So I would rather main deck the Dark Horn Regeki and then side deck the Slumbers and also the kaijus. But that's just my personal preference. So that's pretty much for spells. Let's go after your traps. For the traps, we're going to play one Zoodiac combo, double Solemn Strike, and the one Solemn Warning. I believe that these cards are still really, really good. And Solemn Strike is really amazing because next format, we're going to be seeing a lot of Pendulums in my personal opinion. So Solemn Strike is just really good against that matchup. Double Dimensional Barrier, really good against Pendulums and also against the Zoo matchup. The only reason why I only play 2 and not maximize myself on playing 3 is because I know that True Dracos is going to be a thing, and this card is completely dead against True Dracos. But it's a powerful card against Zoos and also against Pendulums. So Dimensional Barrier is a really solid card overall. One Trench Tribute punishes players that overextend, and also is really good against the Zoodiac mirror match as well. Getting rid of the whole board at once, so that way that they lose all their resources is pretty good. And last but not least, I'm making a meta call for the next upcoming format. I was playing double Mirror Force before, but throughout testing with Hanko, I found that Storming Mirror Force is just overall better because I believe that I said before, my body's shield is going to be triple off in every single Zoodiac deck. So if you're playing Mirror Force is really vulnerable to my body's shield, so I decided to just play Storming Mirror Force instead. So this is my meta call. You guys don't have to play this if you guys do not want to. Again, guys, each time I do my deck profiles, I always tell you guys that to use my deck list as a guide to what you guys want to play in your own deck. So if you guys have any of your own tech choices and things like that, make sure you guys incorporate that into your own deck. But just use my deck list as a guide to what you guys can play for the next upcoming format. And this version has been working really well for me. And throughout testing with Hanko, this deck is really amazing. So that's pretty much it for the main deck. Let's go off to your side deck. Side deck, you guys want to play the 3 kaijus and, you know, the Slumbers, really good. Double Flying Sea, double Enemy Controller. You know, against the mirror match, this card is a blowout against the mirror, which is really good. Yeah, you know, your opponent activates Trident. You can activate Enemy Controller to tribute the monster that Trident targets, and then take control of their Trident and basically go off with your own Zoodiac combos, which is really amazing. So Econ is just really amazing card. You know, one Dimensional Barrier, the third one. You know, against the Zoo matchup, especially going first. Double Undead Nightmare. You know, one Imperial Order, and double Master Restrict. This is Master Restrict, by the way. I don't have a second copy of this card. Imperial Order is a solid card overall. Unending Nightmare is just really good because Pendulums are going to be a thing, and you guys can also hit their scales, which is really amazing. And really good against the True Draco matchup as well because destroying the Diagrams and interrupting their trap cards on your turn is just really amazing. And guys, as the format progresses, you guys can, you know, change star cards in the side deck depending on what decks becomes the most popular. I'm definitely going to be trying to incorporate, you know, Anti-Spell Fragrance into the side deck as well because I know that Pendulums are now at full power. So you guys might want to consider that as well. But this so far is a solid side deck for me. And here we go, guys. A lot of you guys asked me what I side in, you know, especially going second. So, you know, if you're playing against Zoos and you're playing against True Dracos, I was definitely side, you know, the Kaijus in, going second against True Dracos. And also, you know, again, the Zoodiac matchup, I would definitely siding in the Kaijus and also the Flying Sea to combat, you know, my opponent's plays. And also even siding Enemy Controller is really good as well. So that way that you can just basically interrupt their Trident pop to take their Trident and basically just go off, which is really amazing. Going first, you side this, you know, for the mirror, which is really amazing as well. Master Restrict is really good going first. That's just some examples of what you guys can side in, you know, especially going first or second, depending on what matchup that you'll be facing. So, yeah. So with the extra deck, you guys want to play triple Trident. Trident is definitely a must-have at 3 since you were playing the Peer version, which is really good. And 3 actually comes up in testing, so Trident is really amazing. Double Broad Bow, double Tiger Mortar. I actually love playing double Tiger Mortar because this card is actually really essential against the mirror match. Basically, if you have more copies of Tiger Mortar than in your deck than your opponent, you basically have the better resource game, especially during mid and late game. So Tiger Mortar is really amazing, and it's one of the best recovery XCs in this deck, so that way that you can just recover your rat and special another rat directly from the deck, which is really amazing. So Tiger Mortar was really good. Double K9, really amazing. One, what was it called? Borbo, one Hammer Kong, double Digusto Emerald, and last but not least, the Abyss Dweller and the Tornado Dragon to round off our extra deck. So that's pretty much it for the extra deck, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. So now let's go off to the combos that you guys can do with this deck. So all you need for this combo is still one Zoodiac Rat Pier. Your deck just still works the same, but it's more fair now because you get to only draw one card. So let's go out with the combo. Summon Rat. Okay, activate Rat's effect. Dump Ram Ram. Really important to dump Ram Ram. Next you go into Ward Bow. Then you go into Broad Bow. Activate both these effects. Okay, well, activate the effect, especially in the second Rat from the deck. Okay, so cool. This is your board and this is your graveyard. And activate Broad Bow. Okay, effect to search the Whiptail. You do have Whiptail in hand. Okay, so this is Whiptail. This is your board and this is your grave. So now what you do is you go into K9, activate K9's effect to special summon the Zoodiac Ram Ram. Okay, really awesome. Next off, you overlay Tiger Motor on top of a K9, and then you go into Trident, activate Trident's effect to pop the Ram. Okay, Ram will activate special summon the Zoodiac Rapier from the graveyard, and now you have the exact same board. You go into Daigusto Emerald. So now this is your graveyard, and this is also 1 card in your hand plus 4 other cards in your hand, and then you can go Daigusto Emerald, shuffle back 3, draw 1, and then now you have a 5-card hand again. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for the combo. And you also have Trident for on your opponent's turn, which is really amazing. So alright guys, so if you open up Barrage, what you do, so you activate Barrage's effect, especially with the Ram from the deck. Really important to go Ram. Then you go into, of course, the Board Bowl, and then you go into the Broad Bowl, activate Broad Bowl's effect to detach the Ram to search up the Zoodiac Rapier. Okay, and then you normal summon Rat, activate Rat's effect to dump the Viper to the graveyard. So this is your grave right here. And now what you can do is that you can go into K9, activate K9's effect to special summon the Ram, and then you do the exact same thing. You go into Trident, okay, activate Trident, pop the Ram, okay, activate Ram's effect to special summon, what is it called? The Zoodiac, Viper from the graveyard. And now this is your grave right here, exactly 3. What you can do is you can overlay these 2 into a Daigusto Emerald, and you basically have the exact same thing with these 3 cards in grave. You can attach this, okay, return back the Rat, and your 2 other, and then you basically have this exact same board. Alright guys, if you open up Barrage and also a Whiptail, you can actually make the exact same board, but with Hammer Kong, so which is pretty cool. So this is what you guys can do. You can activate Zoodiac Barrage, special summon the Zoodiac Ram directly from the deck. Okay, this is your hand, by the way. This is already if you have Viper in your hand. Okay, and then you go into, what's it called? Board Bowl, and then Broad Bowl, search, there's Rat, normal summon Rat, dump combo. So this is really good because you get to send combo to the grave. So this is your graveyard right here. Okay, so you dump combo, which is really good. And now then you search the Rat. So you normal summon the Rat, and now what you can do is that you can go into K9, activate K9's effect to special summon the Zoodiac Ram from the graveyard. So this is your board right here. Okay, and now what you guys can do is that you can go into another Tiger Motor, okay. You activate Tiger Motor's effect to special summon, what is it called? Another Zoodiac Rapier directly from the deck. So this is your board right here. So you have Tiger Motor, Rat, Ram, and also K9. You overlay this on top for Trident, activate Trident to pop the Ram. The exact same thing, especially in the Zoodiac Rapier from the graveyard. And now you can overlay for Daigusto Emerald. Okay, so this is your board right here, but you have a Tiger Motor, and you also have a Viper in hand. Okay, now what you can do is that you can activate Emerald's effect, and you have these 3 cards in the graveyard. Okay, you can basically activate Emerald, shuffle back these 3 directly to your deck, and then draw 1 card, and then you can go into Hammer Kong, and then activate Viper to equip to the Hammer Kong, and then at end phase, detach the Tiger Motor, and then you basically have this board. So you have a Hammer Kong, Trident, and also Emerald. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. That'll be absolutely amazing, guys. And a huge shout out goes to my boy, Hank Chow, for helping me, with the deck list. I've been toying around with this deck list ever since the release of the BANLIST, and so far, guys, the deck works really well. Some of the things that I would like to go over, right now is that the reason why I do not play Invoker or Orphis Scorpio. You know what? Terratop was one of the best rank 3 cards to actually be ever released in the game. Having access to a first turn rank 3 off Terratop was really amazing, and I'm just glad that a card is finally hit. It should have been hit during BA format, but anyways, that's besides the point. Terratop gives you free access to Invoker, and an Invoker lets you tutor out a Rat from the deck so that way you combo off. But now, the only replacement for Speedboard Terratop is Orphis Scorpio, and I believe that Orphis Scorpio is a high-risk, high-reward card. If you're playing Orphis Scorpio, that means that you must play 3 copies of Orphis Scorpio. And some people might go with 2 Cobras or even 1 Cobra. If you're playing 1 Cobra, okay, and you draw it, that engine is completely dead, okay? And if you're playing 2 Cobras, that means that you're playing double Garnet in the deck, and you also got to incorporate Brilliant Fusion in the deck, and you also got to play, Trick Clown, and you also got to play Garnet in the deck. So you're just basically adding more inconsistency into the deck for a high-risk, type of play. But then, you know what, and I feel like ZOODIAC is already consistent enough, and I don't think that they should already be going towards that route. But that's just my opinion on why I don't play Orphis Scorpio. If you activate Orphis Scorpio to ditch a card, you're already losing a card to activate this effect, and your opponent Ghost Sash. If you don't have a follow-up play for Barrage, and knowing the next upcoming format, I believe that Ghost Ogre is still going to be in the main deck, and your opponent stops your Barrage, and it's like it's over. Like, you have no more follow-ups. That's just my opinion on Orphis Scorpio. You're just playing more Garnets in the deck for a more high-risk action. So You know, and I believe that Zoos, you don't need to be any more fancier than the deck is already is. The deck is the most consistent deck of the format, so that's just my opinion on Orphan Scorpio. So that's pretty much it for the deck profile. You guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys smash thumbs up button, and again, a huge shout out goes to my boy Hanko Chow for helping me with this deck list. Alright guys, this is Sam from Team Samurai Sam signing out. Alright guys, peace!